Hi there, the humble programmer here. In this tutorial series, we are going to create a web application for doctor appointment using Django. So let's get started. First of all, we create the Django project using Django admin project command. Let's name it hospital. And we have a new directory named hospital. So let's enter the directory and see the code. So in this example, I'm assuming you are already familiar with Django, so you already have the Python and Django installed on your on your machines, and I assume that you already understand all of these boilerplates and the settings that you can find it here. So we are going to build a doctor appointments web applications. It will be used by the patients to register their informations, and then their information will be sent to the doctors, and it will be shown as a list of patients, and it will be sorted by the registration date done by the patient. So the earlier the patients register to our web applications, it will be shown as at the top list of the patients for the doctor. So first of all, let's create a Python Django application for it. So it the first app, let's name it board. Okay, so let's create the models for the doctors and the patients. So we first create the model for the doctor. We need the doctor name, and we are going to use the char field for this. This is basically put the data as string on your database, and let's set the maximum length to 30 characters. Then we will need the registration date, so we have the information when the doctor was registered. Actually, we can make another field like a specialty or category, uh, like for storing the doctor specialty, whether he is an internist or a cardiologist. But let's do it later. For now, let's start as by making the models as simple as possible. So let's just have these two fields for the doctor, and for the patients, let's create a new one. First, we need to link this patient model with the doctor model using foreign key. So, foreign key here. For that, we have the patient name field. And the other thing that is important is the registration rate. So later we can sort all of the patients that available to each doctor. Time field as well. And then so we need to know whether the patient is currently waiting for the appointment, or they have been done the consultation with the doctor. So let's create a waiting status using Boolean field. And edit property, which return to waiting status. So let's make the migration. Don't forget to add your new application to the installed apps, otherwise our changes will not be detected. Okay, so it's work now. Oops, I made some mistake here. I'm sorry for this. Yes. Alright, so our new model migration script has been created here. As you can see that it will create a new table called doctor, and it will have these three fields. This ID fields is auto generated by Django, so we don't have to worry about it. And let's do the migration. Alright, so we have done the migrations. Then we will have the new table consists of the doctor and the patient tables. So in this first part, we are going to focus on the back end. So we are trying to create a new record for the doctors and then create new record for the patients and check whether they are already working properly. So we can do it by using the shell script provided by Django. Using this script, we can import our models using import and patients. Right. So let's create a new doctor here. First doctor, and for the registration date, let's import the time zone first to get the date time. So in the registration time zone. Now, if we are checking the doctor DB now, there should be not any record yet because we haven't saved uh, the new doctor record. So let's save it now. And if we check it again, there you go. You have new doctor objects there. And after that, we want to register a new patient. Specify. Let's get the first doctor object. Using that, and this we can register the new patient. To specify which doctor it is linked to, and specify the patient name. Now set this waiting status as true. It should be always true for the registration. And then later on, we can check. We can change it to false when the doctor has approved the appointment with the patient. So if we check the patient's records, it's still empty. So we need to save it like this, and then okay. So if you want to check whether this patient has already registered to the first doctor, you can check it like this one. This underscore set is auto-generated by Django for the foreign key, for the foreign object, and let's see. So we have this one. If we want to make sure that it is the right object, we can check the name of the patient, and this is the first patient.